After a great start to Season 5 in the Premier League, we look to continue that good form. Today we're going to face off against Arsenal in the Premier League. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84. A big thank you for joining me on another episode of Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire. So if you watched yesterday's episode, you would know that we kicked off our Premier League campaign for Season 5 off with a win, a 4-1 win against Aston Villa. We played very well in that game, and new boy Dusan Vlahovic already stamping his mark on this team. Today we're going to be kicking on. We're going to be playing against Arsenal in what is always a tough fixture. They actually haven't started the league well themselves, though. They are currently in 10th place. You can see that we are currently sat in 2nd place. Let's show you what happened in the game that you missed whilst we were away. So you can see we beat West Brom 2-0 with the most unlikely of sources for the goals. Both centre-backs, Ibrahima Konate and Wisdom Ame, getting the goals. We played well. We had enough chances. We had 8 shots on target, 25 shots in total. Just couldn't get the second goal until right at the very end. I think it was 91st minute that we actually made it 2-0 and could breathe a sigh of relief. And that leaves us, as I said, sat 2nd in the Premier League, 6 points, with a chance to go top if we beat Arsenal in today's episode. So, with that all up to date, there is just one piece of news in terms of transfers, and it's a player that has left the club. It is Luke and Betty. He's a player that I think we signed for nothing. Actually we signed him for £2 million. Did we sign him for £2 million? Maybe it was a compensation deal. I don't actually remember paying any money for him, but I think it was a compensation deal. I really do think. I think I'll have to go back and look at the episodes, but I think we signed him on a free transfer that was probably a £2 million compensation deal. But anyway, we have turned that into £4.7 million as he has gone off to Denmark to play for FC Copenhagen, and he's a 21-year-old defender who I think actually is probably a bit better than he looks. Ex-Manchester City player, as you can see by his profile picture, but it's not one that he's going to break into our first team anytime soon. So we chose to cash in whilst we could, take that little bit of profit and move the player on. So that brings us all up to date. As I said, we are going to be facing off against Arsenal in today's episode, so let's not waste any more time. Just jump in and see the starting 11 and the match highlights as to what happens when we face off against Arsenal. Here we are then. Let's bring you the starting lineup that we're going to be putting out to face Arsenal. So it's got Meslier in goal, Firpo, Woba, Konate and Singo at the back 4. We've got Phillips and Bentancur with De La Fuente, De Catalere, Rafinha are the attacking 3. And then Dusan Vlahovic, even though he didn't score against West Brom, scored 2 in the first game. So hopefully he's going to continue that run of form. We did have an injury to... Where is he? Ferber. Yeah, so one of our new wonder kids, Klaus Ferber, has a lower back stress fracture. He's currently out for 9 days. A little bit disappointed really, as I was looking forward to getting him into the starting lineup, but he's one player that he's going to miss out. And then I think we have enough rotation options on the bench to keep everybody in good order anyway. So let's move on into the game and see how we get on as we face off against Arsenal. Here we go then. The teams are out on the pitch, lining up for the pre-game huddles and whatever the pre-game ceremony is called in the Premier League. And the game is actually underway and 5 minutes on the clock. Trincao is going to be running at us. This guy causes us so many problems in these games. He's probably a player I probably should be targeting in the transfer market to see what it would take to sign him, as he always plays a brilliant game against any team that I've put out. But luckily for us, that came to nothing. We now have a chance of our own. De Catalet turns back to Phillips, ball over the top for Firpo, keeps it in play and swings it in first time towards Vlahovic, goes over his head. He then turns and looks to beat the man, gets the ball to Singo. Now I wish Vlahovic was in the middle, but instead it's Conrad De La Fuente on the spin, smashes it into the bottom corner. De La Fuente has given us the lead after 5 minutes. And that is exactly what we have signed Conrad De La Fuente for. He's a player that can get in and around the box. Definitely, if you saw the potential superstars of FM22 video, you'll know that he likes himself a goal. Goalkeeper should do a lot better there, I think. But we don't care. It's in the back of the net and it's 1-0 to Leeds United. So that is a really good start. And again, we have won the first 2 games of the season. So we could be looking at going top of the league tonight if things stay as they are. We are in a 3 o'clock kickoff. I don't know if Manchester United actually do play on the same day. Maybe they are on the late kickoff, but we don't mind at the moment. We are going top. And the game seems to have gone a little bit stale here. So we have had similar number of shots. Both of us have had one on target. We have took ours. They didn't take theirs. And then there was a corner that was swung in and we dealt with it quite well. But Arsenal are going to pick it up around the halfway line and they're going to knock it about, hoping there's going to be a ball over the top at some point that catches them out, or they're going to make a mistake. Vlahovic there nearly got the ball, and he's buzzing around Vlahovic, working hard for the team. But Arsenal, though, are sticking to their guns, and they are passing the ball quite nicely in little triangles, and they finally get the ball into Saka. He's going to cross it in, and Daniel Marlon has put the Marlon put the ball wide. It did take a deflection, though, so it's out for a corner, which Odegaard swings in. And there is Gabriel at the back post, straight into the hands of Meslier, who calms it all down before starting us off on an attack. So we are nearly in at half time. In fact, we are in at half time now. And it's been an impressive first half, really. We took the lead through De Cataler. No, through De La Fuente. Too many De La players. De Cataler, De La Fuente. Might have to start calling these Charles and Conrad just so that doesn't happen too often. But still, the goal is there for De La Fuente. We've had 11 shots, 3 of which have been on target, and we've played some really good football in the first half. So nothing really to change. De La Fuente is looking like he's a little bit tired, and De Cataler looks like they could probably do with a change. Maybe even Bentancur. I think he was injured in the West Brom game. It was only a knock, so he might not have been at full fitness in this game. So maybe one to keep an eye on in terms of a substitution. But after 52 minutes, Arsenal playing the ball around. They've made a mistake, and Vlahovic has hit inside of the post. I'm absolutely shocked he hasn't scored another Premier League goal there, as I thought as soon as he stole the ball he was in for the kill, but instead the ball bounces off the inside of the post and comes back to the goalkeeper, and Arsenal are going to have a free kick here. Swing it across, Singo deals with it well, and Marlon gets the ball just outside the box. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Plays to Aarons, and they're going backwards, Arsenal, but Tierney with the ball over the top finds Saka. Bukayo Saka has scored for Arsenal. Referee's going to have a little look at this though. VAR is saying he might have just been offside. Checking the goal review now. Let's see what comes of it. Goal is disallowed. Unfortunately for Arsenal, Saka was offside. And that is the moment I am going to choose to bring Ryan Gravenberch into the game. We are going to bring him on in place of Bentancur, who, as I said, was struggling a little bit after the last game. And De Cataler, I'm going to bring Harvey Elliott on in place of De Cataler, just to give us a set of fresh legs in the middle of the park and also to shore up the midfield. Also, don't really need to see the offside goal. We know it was disallowed. VAR told us so. But Arsenal are going to get the next chance, it seems, as they put the ball down for a free kick. Odegaard, is he going to shoot? He does shoot. He hits the wall. And then he gets the ball back somehow. Tries to play it forwards to Gabriel. And De La Fuente has picked it up. Plays to Harvey Elliott now, who's going to run towards Arsenal's goal. Checks back. Plays it to Phillips, who finds De La Fuente. And then somehow Elliott finds space. Rafinha is in behind. He smashed the ball over the top. I was waiting for the flag to go up because he looked like he was miles offside. Flag didn't go up, and he's just missed an absolute sitter of a chance, really. Looked harder to do what he did than to score. And unfortunately for us, he smashed that over the bar, and that could have been the goal to settle us down, really, because still at 1-0 after 72 minutes, we do look a bit vulnerable in case the Saka incident happens again. They really did catch us out with the ball in behind, so don't want to be sitting here on a 1-0 lead going into 89 minutes. And luckily for us there, that's a great tackle to win the ball back, and Vlahovic is going to move the ball forwards. Can he find a pass? Finds it inside for Rafinha, who finds Conrad De La Fuente, and he hits it straight at Ramsdale this time. Can't double that lead. So this is going to be a tense one towards the end, it seems. Are we going to be able to hold out 84, 85 minutes on the clock? Don't really think we need to make any more changes. As we're into the 3 minutes that's added on, and looking up at the top corner, we get out with the 3 points, and we are taking them all the way back to Ellen Road from London. We've had 19 shots, 5 on target to Arsenal's 12 and 3. Our XG of 1.83 suggests that we probably should have scored a second goal. When Vlahovic hit the inside of the post, I thought that that was going to be the moment, and then the one that Rafinha skied as well was also a great chance. So let's skip past the locker rooms. We don't do the team talks, and we are going to go back at the homepage, and we can show you just up above me here. You can see that we are back at the top of the Premier League table. 3 games played, 9 points on the board, a goal difference of 6, and barring that goal against Aston Villa, we are yet to concede in the Premier League. So 1 goal conceded is not too bad, and it seems as well that we have turned it around, because last season we were struggling a little bit when we had injuries. We've already had to rotate the squad a little bit, and we are doing well. So a quick look at the schedule reveals that we are playing Everton. Then the Champions League group was also drawn. We have been drawn against Dynamo Kiev. We have been drawn against Sporting Lisbon, and 2 worlds collide. So my series from FM21 was Red Bull Leipzig. My series for FM22 is Leeds United, and the 2 of them are coming together as we are going to face off against them on the 21st of October. So that will definitely be a game that we will be coming back for. So with the Champions League starting up, I think that's a great place to come back. And we are going to go probably back-to-back games. Skip the Everton game, do Dynamo Kiev, and then Manchester United, and then probably do Chelsea Sporting, and then on to Red Bull Leipzig. So an action-packed start to the season. We are going to be in action quite a lot as we look to win the Premier League and retain the Champions League. Another fantastic 3 points then as we go to London. Smash and grab. Wow. It wasn't really a smash and grab because we could have scored a few more goals, but we do get out of London with the 3 points, and that racks up 9 points from 3 games, and we have done the maximum that we can to start season 5 in the Premier League. So if you're at this point of the video, you're still watching, still enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button to help the channel out. I appreciate every single person who has joined me on any of the journeys that I've been on across FM21 or 22, and I thank you all if you are repeat and return visitors to the channel. I cannot thank you enough for the help in getting the channel to where it is at the moment. But for this one, I'm going to be wrapping it here. Come back and join me tomorrow when we kick off our Champions League campaign against Dynamo Kiev.